I know that's not a spectacular intro, but he was a very interesting gentleman. I'm sure he's a very funny guy. Let's have a huge karma round of applause for Derek, everyone!
How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Alright, awesome. Well, I'm from Fond du Lac. And you know, you're supposed to have a little pride in your hometown, right? But that's a little hard to do when the nickname for your town is Fondle My Sack. Hey Bob, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm just going to fondle my sack. It's all good. So, has anyone ever moved out with a boyfriend or a girlfriend and realized, maybe it's not gonna work out? Yeah. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I was living with this girl for a little bit, and after about 3 months of living with me, she came up to me and said, I can't hack this shit anymore. And I thought that was bullshit. And I was like, well, why did we move in together if these underlying problems were already here? She said, well, she thought moving in together would fix our problems and bring us closer together. Bullshit. Because first of all, I know women are smarter than that. And second of all, that whole scenario is kind of like buying a cat when you have cat allergies. Or better yet, that's kind of like having sex with somebody who has herpes to get rid of your herpes. But all that does is give you double herpes. Now you gotta use double the ointment. You can't get double herpes ointment from a doctor, so you gotta get some from a weird website, herpesemporium.com. It's like the Costco of the herpes world. And they send it to you in an unmarked brown box, but the whole neighborhood knows what's up. They can smell it from a mile away. But you know, keeping relationships fresh and good it's kind of hard to do sometimes. You know, keeping people together is difficult. But you know, one thing you guys can do, you know, just remember the small things, you know? Girls like it when you remember the small things, you know? Like her birthday and your anniversary. You know, just the small things that don't really matter. But that's the difference between men and women, you know? Because men, you know, if you show me a boob, maybe let me touch the boob, you know? Have sex with me on a regular basis. You could forget my first name and I wouldn't give a fuck. Just saying. Since we're talking about boobs. I'm a man. I'm a boy who likes smaller boobs, you know? A, B cup. 2 reasons, you know, because first of all, my body frame can't support much more than that. And second of all, you know, girls with smaller breasts sometimes they stuff their bras, you know? And I enjoy that because that means I've got something to clean up with afterwards. Yeah, no awkward trips to the bathroom for tissue paper for me. I don't want it all over my bed, that's all I'm saying. So, I'm looking at tampons the other day, right? Don't judge me so fast. And there was a box, and I found this box of tampons, and it says, for heavy flow. And I looked at it a little harder, and it turns out it was just a box of corks. Which is why women are so good at opening wine bottles. So, if you haven't noticed, I've been single for a little bit now. So I've been hanging out with my friends a lot more. And you know, everybody's got that friend that just wants to do stupid shit all the time. So I've got this friend, Big J, and we call him Big J because he's fucking huge. He's like a foot taller than me, like 3 times my size. I know a foot taller than me isn't much, but believe me, it's tall. But, so, I'm hanging out with him, and he says we should go to Spice. And if you don't know what Spice is an adult bookstore just outside of Fond du Lac. So I've never been to an adult bookstore before. So we go there, and as we're walking in, I'm thinking to myself, you know, big guy and a little guy walking into a sex shop doesn't look too good. But we get in there, and the guy behind the counter, he's just going to town on this yogurt cup. Licking the spoon, he's eating out the cup. And I'm glad you guys got that. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, this guy knows how to run a business because I am so ready to look at porno now. And so we walk up to the counter and we gotta show this guy our IDs because we look a little young. And I show him my ID and he waves me in with his spoon. And then Big J walks up there, and the guy just goes, no, I remember you. Now, I don't know if you guys know how many times you need to walk into a place before they start remembering you, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So we start walking away from the counter, and the guy turns to Jay and says, not here with the same guy tonight, huh? I'm Derek Malson, and that's my time. Thank you very much.